Hey everybody, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and now that it's getting warm out, I think it's the perfect motivation to make some fun flower crowns, flower wreaths, whatever you want to call them. So I'm wearing one right now that I already made, and this one is pretty simple. Um, it's got flowers all the way around the whole head, but they're smaller ones. So now I want to go in and make one that's going to be really big and bold with really large flowers. So I'm going to do that for you guys. What you're going to need is some paper stem wire. That's this stuff right here. This is going to make the actual crown around your head. And you'll also need some green floral wire. This is on a spool here, and I've already cut out some pieces that are about 4 inches long. That's about how much you'll need to get one flower attached to the wreath. So I picked out some flowers that are all shades of pink and purple, and those are right here. So before you get started, you really want to put a little bit of thought into how you want your wreath to come together. So first you're going to need 2 pieces of this light brown wire to put together the actual wreath for your head. So they're not long enough to go all the way around. So I'm going to fix 2 of them together here just by twisting them around each other. And I think this looks okay too if part of it ends up showing, you know, if you don't end up putting the flowers all the way around your head. Has a really like natural earthy look to it, I guess. So now we're going to figure out just how big we want it to be. It's better to have it a little bit loose than too tight because the stems and the wire are going to take up a little bit of space. And you also want to think about how you want this to fit on your head. Like if you don't want it to sit the way that mine did, you're going to want to place. Okay, so now that we have the crown made the right size to fit your head, we get to have some fun putting the flowers on. The big flowers are the ones that are going to be the most challenging to attach. The stems here aren't really flexible. They don't have wire in them. So I've attached some of my floral wire and wrapped it like right where the stem meets the flower. And that's how we're going to fix it onto the headband. So I'm going to start with what I want right in the center. And we're going to attach it right here by just wrapping the wire around. And then anything extra like the stems that are going to take up space that could make the headband tighter, you want that to really sit like where it'll sit on like on the top of the head so it doesn't wrap around the headband and make it like make it not fit right, I guess is the best way to put it. So there we go, we have our first piece. So now we're going to just kind of fill it in. I really want this to get really packed tight, full of flowers. This guy, we can kind of bend that a little bit so it'll work a little bit better. So I've worked on this for a few minutes off camera right now, and you can see that it's really shaping up nicely. If I wanted to, I could stop here. We could have, I don't think maybe you'd wear it center because I feel like it's so big to only have it right in the front. But you know, if you wanted a little off-center thing perhaps to go with like an up style, I think that something like this could be really, really pretty, something side swept. So I'm going to continue and make it really, really big so it can be worn more with hair down, I think. So now I'm putting the finishing touches on with this last little purple flower. This is really, really getting huge. It's going to be maybe more like a flower hat than a flower crown, I think, but that's cool. We'll have fun with it. I'm really excited to try out some new hairstyles with this. And it's important to make sure that when you twist all of your little wires here, that the ends kind of stay buried on the inside, especially if you're making this for a little girl. You know, you don't want to scratch yourself. So, okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to kind of just go around and move my flowers a little bit as needed. And now we're going to try it on. Wow. Okay, this is huge. So at this point too, if you notice that it has gotten too tight because of everything that you put on it, it's okay, because you can go back in to the back end of this and kind of take it apart and put it back together, adjust the size a little bit. But I think that, wow, this is bigger than I pictured it, but it's cool because it's going to take risks, and I'm really excited to see what new hairstyles I can come up to work with this new piece. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed my video, found it inspirational, and thank you for watching.